Oh, shit. It's time for the wolfandowl. It's time for the wolfandowl.
It's a wolfandowl.
Wolfandowl podcast up in your grill piece, son.
Wolf and owl are on the prowl.
There you go. Good. Really good. You might hear a hoot. You might hear a growl.
You might hear a hoot. You might hear a growl.
One of them's a hound. One of them's a fowl.
Yo, what you want? Beak or jaws? Feathers or fur? Sharp teeth or feet with claws? Whatever's preferred. Just kidding, every word in this song's about two grown men dressed up as a bird and a dog.
How are you, my friend?
I'm really good, man. How are you?
Very well. It kind of weird, feels weird talking to you at the moment.
Why?
Because this is our first real chat, sort of post Traitors. You've been away and we've texted. When I say, by the way, I'm going to quite openly say, the time that you were gone, I struggled big time. I really struggled. Catherine,
I don't think that's true.
No, ask Catherine. It was like you know when you go on holiday and you leave your dog in kennels.
Who's the dog in this?
You.
Oh right.
I suppose me.
I'm
right?
the dog.
No, I'm the dog. Yeah. Okay. My owner had gone.
Yeah. Well, look, I can't answer any questions.
Of course, but you can sort of like not answer. I know, obviously, you can't get into the nits and the grits of it, right? Which is a new thing I'm saying, nits and grits.
Okay.
But you can say, did you? Yeah, was it everything you dreamed it would be and more?
I would describe it as quite an intense experience.
Really?
Yeah. They want to make it immersive, and it is immersive. I'll say that.
Wow.
I can't tell you any more than that.
When's it out?
October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite cool.
So I'm going to have to sit on what happened till October.
So we'll have the Traitors and we'll have Reluctant Vampire out at the same time. Pretty exciting.
I'm trying to think what I should give a fuck about the other thing. Now that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you actually a real fun thing happened.
Wow, this is what my highlight was when you were away.
So
I had a.
Well, no, it happened when I was back.
Oh, it did. Yeah. You just got back.
Because you texted me straight away.
Yeah. I was so excited.
Okay, so you went to
sliding doors moment.
Yeah, so it was not a sliding doors moment. No, it isn't.
Why? Yeah, it is. I'm just holding this close.
It's not a sliding doors moment.
Yeah, no, it's
hold
kind
on,
of.
Hold on, we've got to stop because
this is John. Everyone,
the staff is.
Little John's come in.
Okay.
John, you are a gentleman, John. You know, like if you were like a group of armed robbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd be like, mean-ass romeshranganathan, and I'd be like Tom the Hustler Davis. He'd be like the gentleman John. He'd be the one that everyone would like, but quite a sneaky.
What was my one?
Mean-ass Romeshranganathan.
Mean-ass Romeshranganathan.
Yeah.
And you're Tom the Hustler Davis, and he's Gentleman John. You do like to pretend that you're humble, don't you?
Why?
Gentleman John, mean-ass Romeshranganathan, and Tom the Hustler Davis.
That's a good. Mean-ass Romeshranganathan's a fucking cool name. By the way, I've actually got a bit of a bone of contention. Quite a lot of people got in contact. Saw you at the Champions League final. Where's the fucking Banter Canon shirt?
I'm not.
You were on TV with it.
Okay.
You really...
all right. Listen. Can I tell you? This is honestly true.
Yeah.
The box I was in, you weren't allowed to wear colours.
Okay.
Otherwise, 100%, I would have worn.
Did anyone, please? Any Arsenal fans come up to you and mention Banter Canon?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
I've had a lot of messages online about it.
Positive for next season?
You better wear that. Tom did a really nice thing. Make sure you wear that.
Yeah. Well, Tom and John, I can't take all the credit. John was.
You can't take any of the credit. You had the idea. John went and actually made it happen. So.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that Gentleman John does for Tom the Hustler Davis.
You're like the Steve Jobs of the wolfandowl. R.I.P.
Anyway,
but so anyway,
this beautiful sliding doors moment.
Yeah, it's not. It might be a sliding doors moment. I can't see how it is, but anyway. So Lisa, the swan, was dropped off Charlie. At the theatre.
Yeah, and his West End run.
Went over to the Curzon?
The Curzon Cinema, yeah.
To have she was with a couple of the other parents having a drink.
Yeah, two other mums.
Who should she spy?
She came through the door, and I will tell you now, I was like, what? I literally was like, I was chatting to someone, I saw Lisa, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, a double took.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing here of all the people?
Well, she said you didn't really speak to her. She said you were
That's a lie. How dare you? Right, can I just say, right, you can have some of your wind-ups in life. No one whoever has heard this podcast is going to believe that Lisa walks into the Curzon and I go, we spoke for ages.
She said that she tried to get your attention, but she said she said he was clearly busy.
I had 2 weeks of backed-up Ranganathan inside of me, and Lisa got quiet.
Yeah, by the way, fucking hell, phrasing. You had 2 weeks of Ranganathan backed up inside of you.
But I had a lot of Ranganathan
backed up inside.
Love.
You had a Ranganathan blockage.
Yeah, and I saw Lisa.
Yeah. No, Lisa said it was very nice to see you, and you had a chat.
We had a lovely chat.
And apparently the other mums got very excited that she knew Tom Davis.
Really?
She's married to Romesh fucking Ranganathan.
Wow, he's just been on Traitors. Well, I can't say that about it, though, mate.
Anyway, she's delighted to see you.
Yeah, it was very nice. We had a good chat, good catch up.
Yeah.
The Curzon, shout out the Curzon. You know, by the way, the Curzon, they gave me the wrong directions to the wrong screen. And I turned up to the right, so there was a couple of different screenings there. And I turned up and I stood for like 10, 15 minutes in what was quite an intense drama.
Yeah. Lisa said you dressed up, you were in costume for it.
It's a vampire.
No, was it excited? Because, okay, let's just give you your flowers here.
That'd be nice. 6 years of doing a podcast. A bouquet at last.
Well, you do quite well out of this, bearing in mind you contribute nothing to the organisation and ongoing maintenance of the thing.
It's been very good for me.
Yeah.
It's been a very good thing to hitch my wagon to your star.
You're one of the leads in a big BBC sitcom.
Yeah.
It's exciting, right?
Very exciting.
BBC sitcom. BBC One?
Well, can I say Lenny Rush? Yeah, BBC One. Lenny
Definitely
Rush.
TXing, huh? Yeah. So, big BBC One sitcom. Tell us all about it, Tom.
So it's some Eric Morecambe books.
Yeah.
They've turned them into a series of like a sitcom.
Yeah.
6 episodes. Very, very funny. Very heartfelt. I think it's a family type show.
And Lenny Rush is the main character.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
You play his dad.
Yeah. I mean that's the period I'm hitting in my life.
Yeah.
No more goofy best friends. He's playing dads now, mate.
Well, how old are you?
47.
Yeah. So I think that's not new, is it?
No. I mean,
nobody's going, fucking hell, I'm 47 now. Time to start thinking about.
Can I say I got a script that came in 3 or 4 months ago, and read the part. Amazing series, by the way, and it's going to be incredible. It's a brilliant. I don't think I should say what it is, but the script's amazing. I read it, and the part I'm auditioning for is the sort of lead guys. It was half audition, half an offer, and I read it, and I'm like, this guy, like the guy's 25, the lead guy, and I'm playing his mate. And there's a moment where we're sitting on the sofa watching TV, and I'm going, so what happened last night with this girl? And he's like, I don't really want to talk about it. I'm like, come on, man, did you shag her like that? And I'm like, I'm fucking nearly 50. This takes such a weird turn if I'm a fucking nearly 50-year-old man hanging out with a load of young kids.
It is. And
then when I messaged the director and was like, look, this is lovely, but I don't think I'm right for it.
Sorry, what the fuck's happened to you?
What?
It's an audition, half offer.
No,
I'm not really sure about the part, so I messaged the director.
I know the director, he's a friend. I've worked with him once before. So I message him and say, look, this is really nice, but I don't think I'm right for it. And then he comes back and he's like, because I think I'm too old. And he was like, oh shit, I've completely, since we last worked together, you've aged like 10 years.
Okay. So, I assume that the same has happened to him.
Yeah. He's also old.
I think it's slightly unfair of him to say.
No, but I think in his head still thought
you're still the same sort of guy.
Yeah, there's sort of like, I don't know.
I still think, I would say,
Screech.
I would argue quite strongly at 37, that's quite weird behaviour.
Yeah. But you've got to remember also I looked a bit younger and I sort of behaved younger.
Yeah.
I sort of like, I was a bit more like.
So you're not doing it now because you did that?
No.
You basically ruled yourself out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it would be so fucking creepy. And as soon as then he saw me as being nearly 50, everything changed.
We're both nearly 50.
Yeah. Fucking crazy, right? Are you doing anything big for your 50th?
Yeah, quitting the industry.
Oh, shut up. That'll be your prime, mate. You, old man Rom is going to be you're crushing it, bro. But let me say, I'm very proud of you. You're crushing it, you're smashing it. But old man Rom is going to be a whole new thing.
Old man Rom is not going to be in the public eye.
Old man, mate, even if you're not in the public eye, you'll be in the public eye. You can't stay out of this game. You're addicted to it. It's in you. It courses through your veins. But Old Man Rom is the bit I'm looking for. That's sort of the main thing I'm looking forward to.
Really, yeah.
It's like a World Cup.
Yeah. Anyway, we've talked about this too much, but when are you going to quit?
It will quit me before I quit it. Yeah. I'll be thirsty.
I know we've said this before.
I'll be hanging around I'll be like, Robert De Niro in Jake LaMotta at the end of Raging Bull, where he's in like wine dive bars.
Robert De Niro needs to stop now, doesn't he?
No. I think Robert De Niro is incredible.
Yeah, me too.
He's opening a Nobu in where I used to live.
Yeah. Do you know what? When I watched Raging Bull, I thought to myself, there's only one way this is headed. This guy opening a Nobu.
No, but Nobu. So what is he? The business mind behind Nobu?
I don't know.
You like sushi, huh? You like sushi in Rutland? You want to come to Rutland? Oh, I got an idea. I'm going to take Nobu and I'm going to take it to Rutland and Stanford.
That's what he's done. He's taken it to Stanford.
Is Nobu? I've never been to a Nobu.
No, I haven't. One of the things we could do for our bucket list for our 50th.
But I don't think I can eat anything there.
Mate, they'll do vegan stuff at Nobu. You won't be the first vegan to breach the doors of Nobu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, by the way, you should open a big vegan restaurant for your 50th.
For my 50th? Why would I open a money pit for my 50th birthday?
No, mate, but what it's going to do. Mate, this is you at the moment. You're ascending. You're getting to De Niro levels. You can have your Nobu. Yeah.
Is this a big prank, Tom?
No, I swear on my life.
Tom, let me say something. My best years are behind me.
No way.
They are.
Okay, I'm going to make a bet with you. I think your best years are going to be between 50 and 57.
In what way?
I just think...
Career-wise?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be very difficult as I'm going to have disappeared into the...
You are not disappearing.
I'll still do this, but we won't do it twice a week. It'll be once a month.
I think movies come for you in your 50s.
Movies in my 50s?
I'm going to say it now.
Okay.
I don't think we've even got close to the Romesh. I think you're a bit like Maradona. People thought he peaked a couple of different times. Obviously,
do you know what my most likely future is?
Go on.
I think you'll open like a tabloid.
Yeah.
And it'll be like shock as ex-host of Weakest Link working in Five Guys.
No, you were working. Not when you're a vegan. Why did you fall that low? You work in a garden centre before. By the way,
I do want to. Can I just talk about Five Guys for a second? Do you know what their only vegan option is?
Go on.
Some grilled vegetables, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
In a burger, but the buns are not vegan, so they wrap it in a lettuce leaf. It's a lettuce leaf around.
Can I say there's a part of me that respects that?
No, Five Guys, fuck you for that, man.
Well, I'm not a big Five Guys fan. I think it's overrated.
Why not? They put loads of extra fries in there, don't they?
Yeah, no, but I think you don't eat them all. That's just that's a trick.
Yeah.
That's a parlour trick.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's Rory,
why Ray Parlour should have a podcast called The Parlour Trick where he learns magic. That would be fucking so cool.
I think it's cool while you're thinking of the name. I don't think it's cool beyond
that. No, but Ray
it?
Parlour and Dynamo, or Stephen, do a podcast called The Parlour Trick.
Right.
And every week he learns a new magic
trick.
Stephen
teaches Ray Parlour a trick.
And then he goes out in the public and he does it. And we work up and in the end he's like...
I was about to shit on it, but that's basically an episode of Robert Romesh Versus. How have you been anyway, bro?
Good.
I found it very difficult to not be in touch with you.
Yeah. I missed you so much.
You're an essential part of my life.
Mate, do you know what as well? We had this very deep time before you went in.
Yeah.
That felt our relationship intensified even more.
Yeah.
And then you just left. It was actually, do you know what? It was a bit like, when the best character leaves a soap. Like when, I don't know.
Examples, please.
I don't know, like Den left EastEnders or Grant Mitchell left. No, but when
Grant Mitchell's back.
Steve, yeah, I know. By the way, give it up.
What's the problem?
I had such memories of him being like this amazing character.
Yeah, he's an amazing character.
And then, the tinsel or the dust, the sort of magic dust. I can't just say that I thought he was incredible as Grant Mitchell early days. I thought he revolutionised. I think actually as an
revolutionised
actor,
what?
Soap. I think him and Steve McFadden came in, I think they elevated soap acting.
Yeah.
I think the two of them are extremely good. And I think, I used to fantasize about being the third Mitchell brother. I've said this before.
Yeah, I think it would be quite a good brother.
Yeah, like there would be like, I used to think to myself when I was like on this building sites, scaffolding sites, that there would be a moment where things would get really on top. The Mitchells couldn't find a way out. And then sort of towards the end of the beats, they're sort of like, oh no, what are we going to do? I don't know. We're up against it and no one can help us. And then you hear this sort of chime as the Quick door opens and you just hear my voice go, Phil, Grant, and they both look round and go, hello, Toby.
Toby?
Yeah, Toby Mitchell.
Toby Mitchell?
Yeah, like, Grant and Phil aren't tough guy names. They own those names.
But Grant and Phil... No, but Grant and Phil is a different world to Toby. Toby Mitchell is like the third brother went to private school.
And then it turns out I'm this sort of like wild guy that sort of their younger brother who's sort of like just been sort of smashing about East London. And then we take everyone on, we win. And then, yeah.
Do you think it needs a third brother? Would you, being introduced...
And they're like, oh, Toby, we'll all be all right now. And I'll probably sort of get on really well with Pete Bill. He was in it then. He said the market stall, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ian's dad.
Do you think people would go, like a scene might go, so you're... So we've not seen you around here before, but you're Phil and Grant's...
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go in the cafe.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I'll be, I don't know, whichever Asian is taking that place.
There used to be who's the Asian guy who used to run the cafe back in the day?
Sanjay,
yeah. The cafe.
Sanjay and Geeta, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, they were nice people. At the cafe. They were good
Don't say it like...
No, but they were good people.
Okay, but that was a weird... What you just did was a bit weird.
Okay.
Yeah, they were nice people. I consider them people. Like they got like they were like they ran a cat. Like they were like you know a lot of people think they're going to be like different or whatever. Like, but they were like
normal.
Yeah, like, you go in there, you order food, you get your food. It's like any other. Like if a normal person was running it. Okay. I'm not going to be Sanjay though. I'll be like I don't know, Ravi.
Ravi? Who's that?
I've just made it up.
Okay. So
sorry, is Toby Mitchell based on a real character?
Right, so hold on, what are you doing?
We're both made up characters.
Okay, so where are we?
By the way, all the characters are made up.
So where are we?
In the cafe.
We're in the cafe. Are you working in there or are you...
Why would you assume that? Why can't I be a customer?
No, because I don't know what my fucking... Am I coming up to talk to you because you're in the cafe?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the cafe and I come up to you, all right? Because you're new.
I'm eating my egg and bacon.
Yeah. Hello. So you're the third brother, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you got two brothers, haven't you?
Yeah, maybe. And a sister.
But you have, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got two brothers and a sister. What else do you need to know?
Phil and Grant. And where have you been all this time?
You ask a lot of questions, will you?
I've asked three. The first one I asked twice.
Why did you grab yourself for breakfast and have a seat?
I'll have toast with a little bit of butter, please. Thank you. Do you mind if I wait here for it?
Well, I just said that for
seat. Sorry.
Yeah. So, what's your name? What's your details?
My name's Ravi. I don't know what you mean by details exactly.
Yeah, but what do you do around here? Do you own Albert Square or does Albert Square own you? That's what I always say.
Do you always say that? Because you've not been here for years.
I've never been here in my life.
Right.
I grew up a tougher part of town, mate, with my brothers and my mum and my sister.
Where did you grow up?
Stepford.
You grew up in Stepford?
Yeah. And they threw me out of the house when I was 13 because I was too nutty.
You eat quite loudly, don't you? Where have you been all this time?
Just getting about, mate, doing stuff. Lived a little bit of time in Spain. Then I heard that my brothers had a bit of trouble, so I came back. You probably know my name.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your name. Why are you called Toby?
It's not my real name. It's a nickname.
For what?
Well, when I was younger, I used to always have one of those Toby jugs.
Right.
And everyone sort of forgot my real name, but they always remembered that I drank out of a Toby jug, so everyone just called me Toby.
Right.
My real name is Kevin.
Kevin
Mitchell. Like the boxer.
Phil, Grant, Kevin. Makes sense,
Yeah. So, a lot of people say I'm the nastiest Mitchell that there ever has been.
Who says that?
All the other people. Pete Bill. Ian Bill.
Yeah.
Den.
Well, they've not only just met you, haven't they?
I don't know how I ever acted in King Gary with you. Why I find you so funny. I've literally worked with so many people. I don't know why. Yeah, they've just met me, but they know what I'm about. And if anyone in the East End's got a problem with my brothers or my sister or my mum, they've got a problem with me.
So you mean your family?
Yeah, yeah. Tell everyone you know, Ravi, about that. I can imagine you're probably friends with Ian Bill.
Yeah. Okay. Shall I let you get back to your eating?
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah. All right.
If you ever need anything, you know where I am. I'm not obviously going to be here. I work at the carriage with Phil.
Yeah.
But you know where to come.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Cheers,
All right.
Ravi.
Cheers. What do I call you, Toby? Or
Call me Toby. Otherwise, yeah, that's what my name is in the credits. So.
Well, you've broken the fourth wall there, haven't you, Kevin? And scene. Well, that sort of needed. I would say that we needed to give that a bit of narrative drive. That didn't really go anywhere, did it?
No.
I'm seeing it. I just watched. I didn't watch it. I saw the clips from Soccer Aid, and saw Tom Hiddleston was in it.
Yeah, he's very much become the new king of Soccer Aid.
Yeah,
he's sort of very much that's become his day.
Well, I mean, can we talk about this? Arsenal have won the league. Right?
Yeah, shout out Arsenal. Can I say, by the way, I had no animosity. There's a lot of animosity towards Arsenal. I will say there's a number of people who seem to have jumped on the bandwagon. But, there's a lot of anger about that. And I'm like, the world is a very sad place at the moment. And if someone finds a little bit of happiness by putting on an Arsenal shirt and celebrating, I don't think that should be any animosity.
So are you now talking about, because you're quite annoyed that people have jumped on the Arsenal bandwagon?
I'm not really annoyed about it. I just find it...
Well, when you came in today, you said, who are all these that's on the Arsenal fans?
You, by the way, do this thing where you turn around to me and say, "Oh, that's not how it went down. It didn't sound like that." And then you do this, and people go, "Oh, I can't believe you said that to me about Arsenal."
No, you didn't say that. But there's been,
but there's an outcry. So there's a part of me thinks if you're not a football fan and you have now seen this what has been quite an incredible outpouring of joy, I think, and in otherwise what has been quite a joyless year so far.
Yeah, I
think why not just go along and celebrate? But also, I think I don't quite understand the kick in Arsenal getting from, like, there was this awful thing about Laura Woods that a journalist had written, and I was like, about everyone on the panel on TNT being Arsenal fans or supporting the English team. I was like, but I remember watching Man United in the Champions League final when they did the treble, and there was no one on that going, well, I hope Bayern Munich win. Everyone was, let's support I thought that was a time and place when we kind of did that. And
I know that I think it's partly because Arsenal I think Arsenal have got a lot of celeb fans.
Yeah.
Which makes them less endearing.
Yeah.
In truth. I think we've got a couple of, there's a really massive helmet that supports them in Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Right? So that makes them less popular.
Yeah. And
then they play a certain brand of football that people don't find that appealing.
Yeah, but can I say that when you weren't playing that brand of football and you were playing the brand of football that was a lot more open and entertaining and great, everyone was like, they're great to watch, but they'll never win anything.
I know,
and that was the thing
but they weren't getting the level of hate they are now.
But Man United had it. But if you go back, Man United had this, I think because social media obviously plays a part. Man United was the first team that in my lifetime, obviously Liverpool, but I was a bit young for that. Man United dominated. Everyone hated United. City, I think, have had that to an extent. I think Pep's kind of saved them a little bit because I think everyone realises what a attribute Pep Guardiola has been for the Premier League. But I think when it comes to sort of this hatred for Arsenal, like people see them with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I sort of don't mind it as an Arsenal fan. I don't really. If people, I
prefer to be hated and be an amazing team that are in Champions League finals than to be regarded as like sympathy because you've been relegated.
Let's talk about this a little bit because you're one of the worst things that could possibly happen to a football team.
Yeah, maybe.
Except for what, fingers crossed, is going to happen to City, right? Is that you got relegated.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I will say that I think in a sense, and it might sound a bit insane, I think it's awful to an extent. I actually don't think it's the worst thing in the world, on the basis that I think there needs to be like a big change at the club. I think there needs to be hopefully with this means that we can get a new ownership in. Also means that we can get rid of a lot of players who are on extortionate money and start bringing through a few younger players. So you're excited? Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. And I think I sort of watched some really aggressive sort of videos and stuff, and I think to myself that there's very little. I made my peace with just sitting in the stands and shouting really loudly drunk was not really going to have a mass effect on whether we won leagues or what. I mean, if that was the case, West Ham would have won everything.
Yeah,
because as you've been to, but you have no control over that. You've got to go with we were, and I think we were rightly relegated. I think we weren't a very good side this year, and we haven't been for the last few years.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I actually kind of I'm looking forward to sort of not getting absolutely pumped or actually a season without VAR is going to be absolutely a dream.
Yeah. I was gutted that Spurs didn't get relegated.
Yeah, I mean, that was the only thing.
West Ham. It's sad that Spurs didn't go down. Any Spurs fans watching or listening, I wanted your team to get relegated. From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to see you go down. But it wasn't to happen. When Arsenal won the league, which is like amazing, obviously, like, loved it, and like it was great for the kids and all that. The amount of abuse I got, like, first of all, from people saying, "Since when were you an Arsenal fan?" Yeah,
but that's an insane thing.
Secondly, people going, "Why are you even an Arsenal fan? It doesn't make any sense." Like, I got messages like that after it happened, and it sort of occurred to me that is just what happens if you support a rival team, and then you see somebody that supposedly supports the team that's won and you don't like them, then like there's like an anger in you that like you're trying to get rid of. Do you know what I mean? Like I think like with football, it brings out this kind of.
But don't you think this is the thing? Like I think when it comes to that, right? It's like, so I watched all these videos of Arsenal fans crying when you won the league.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans crying when you lost the Champions League final. West Ham fans sobbing when they went down. And then when say you go to a funeral. Right, and you stand in a funeral and you look round, and the same men that have maybe lost a family member or a friend will be standing there stonewalled. They won't be crying because they don't kind of know how to deal with that emotion. They know if their football team is successful or unsuccessful. They know almost that within a group they can release that as a valve that's almost not frowned upon in society to go, oh, I'm just going to cry now. I can cry. Like there's guys that I was watching, I was the West Ham game, and I'm like, fucking hell, man, like, this might be about a little bit more than your football team getting relegated.
I do think it is. I do think it's more than that. I took Theo and Alex to the Champions League final.
That must have been amazing.
So, first of all, big shout out to TNT for inviting me.
Yeah, shout out to TNT.
So I said to Alex and Theo, we're going to the Champions League final. They're buzzing, right? Alex in particular. I mean, they're both. All my kids are Arsenal fans. But Alex in particular, Alex is
incredibly. Alex is very much reminiscent of what I was like at his age.
Yeah, he's hardcore. Right? Yeah, he's a much bigger Arsenal fan than I am.
Yeah,
right? Proper.
But I was like that when I was younger.
So he's buzzing. There is something about your obviously little G's like little.
Yeah, can I say by the way, football wise, Pride. So she started playing a little football tournament.
Yeah,
plays football on a Saturday. And the other day I was like, look, you really need to, if you don't want to play this, we won't come. But if you want to play, and she was like, I want to play football. I said, you need to commit and play the games. So she was like, can you come and stand by the side of the pitch? And because it's a lot, the other girl's like 2 or 3 years older.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And then she played and she scored like 2 goals and her team won this little tournament. And I was like, I was genuinely welling up. And she was coming over to me, I'll show you the pictures, and like little goal celebrations that she'd been watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, your little girl's so into football.
Yeah.
I was like, when are we going back? When are we going back? I was like, even now I feel quite emotional about it.
Yeah.
I was a real football dad. By the way, there was other dads who were like, kicker, get the ball off Grace, get the ball. I'm like, your daughter's 3 years older. The King Gary in me came up.
I'm already seeing little signs now that you're going to be a problem on the sidelines.
Yeah, I have no doubt I will. Anyhow,
the boys were so excited to go that it made me nervous. So we're flying out to Budapest on the morning of the game.
Yeah.
Lisa and Charlie staying in England.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the boarding passes printed off before I went to the airport.
By the way, who's getting boarding passes printed off?
Not printed off, downloaded.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was going to say.
So I couldn't get the boarding passes downloaded onto my phone. So then I'm like, fuck. So then I'm on the way to the airport, and like, if I was going on my own, I'm very chilled about something that happens to me. So if I go there and they go, you can't get on this flight, I go, okay, I'll watch it. I'll be disappointed, but whatever. Because it was the boys.
Yeah.
The pressure that I was feeling like I want to deliver a great experience for my kids.
Yeah.
So like we're going to the airport, and I'm almost ruining our journey to the airport because I'm so anxious about, I'm worried that I'm going to get there and they're going to go, sorry, you're not checking.
Had you
this.
booked the flight so that come through TNT?
It'd been booked through the thing, and then like you had to check in via the app.
Yeah.
And because it was like really complicated because I was doing multiple passengers, it was a bit funky. So I thought I'd checked in, but I couldn't get a boarding pass onto my phone. Right. So I'm turning up thinking, this is the morning of the game. There's no way I'm going to get another flight. And the lease was going to me, Rom, you've checked it. Like I don't know what you're worrying about. Like that we've done this loads. Oh. Yeah, but if I'd been on my own, I wouldn't have cared. Yeah. But it's like
because it's
so we're
such a big deal.
We're in the taxi on the way to the airport, and like we're walking. Alex goes, "Are you all right?" My kid is saying this to me. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? So I go. Yeah, I'm just a bit worried because I couldn't like check in on the thing. So I'm just a bit nervous because I want you guys to. And he goes, "But you've got the boarding passes on your phone." Like he hadn't understood the story. And I go, no, I haven't been able to do it. And he went, oh. And the way he said, oh, I was like, oh, God, he's now worried.
Yeah. Theo, by the way, the coolest. Martin,
if I tell you, Theo, absolute textbook Theo Ranganathan behaviour.
Yeah.
We're walking up and he goes, what are you worried about? I said, the boarding pass. He goes, Dad, this is how we do it every time. Like, why do you think it's going to be different today?
Wow.
He goes, you're just going to go up there and go, and he goes, and then we're going to get on the plane. And I was like...
Yep. Yeah, that's probably right, Theo, mate.
Yeah. I'll make it right, Sam.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just chill, yeah? Just chill.
Yeah.
Holding your face. Listen.
Yeah.
This ain't your first rodeo, son.
It's going to be fine, buddy boy.
Cool. Thanks, Theo, mate. Cheers.
Anyway, it was totally fine. But...
Can I say, by the way, also, single dadding?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? Because they're old enough now, right? You don't, but...
They're old enough, but... We got to Budapest. We flew with Beckett, and we got there.
I can imagine, by the way, Beckett's great flight company.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. I mean, he's asleep for a lot of it. But anyway,
was he?
Yeah.
I always thought Beckett would be great flight company.
No, he is, but he slept. That's still good company. I like to watch him with his eyes closed. So we get there. Our flight was on the tarmac for an hour and a half before leaving.
Why?
So we're delayed. I don't know. There's some issue.
A lot of flights going to
So we're delayed. We land and we've got to go straight to do an interview. Right?
Yeah.
Go and do the interview.
Did the boys go with you?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Go back to the hotel. Go to the hotel, check in. And there was like a little cocktail thing beforehand, and then we go to the game. Go to the little cocktail thing. The food there is for people, like for adults, aspirational grown-ups, right?
Yeah.
Who want to feel like they're at a fancy thing.
Prawns.
Yeah, all that, like
sliders.
little kind of caprese kind of cups and all that shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, Theo and Alex... They don't they want to win.
Of course not. I'd tell my nose before football.
Yeah.
I go, read the room, mate. Read the room.
So we go to that.
Some pizzas in here.
Go down to the ground, do another pitch side interview with Laura Woods. Then we go...
Shout out, by the way, Laura Woods, I think one of the best sports presenters in the world. She's incredible.
Fantastic.
Every sport, by the way. Every sport.
Oh, mate, have you seen her stuff on Kabaddi?
I haven't seen her stuff
Unbelievable.
on Kabaddi.
What she knows about Tamil Nadu...
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be shocked with Laura Woods.
Cupboard. I'd love us to play Kabaddi.
She's one of the best read. Like, she literally does all her research. Shout out Laura Woods.
Yeah, shout out Laura Woods. And a gooner.
Yeah. But regardless of that.
Anyway, so I go to the box. They've got fancy food in the box.
Yeah.
Again, the boys don't want any of it, right?
Yeah.
There's some breadsticks. I'm starting to get nervous now because it's quite hot.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. We got the
You
flight.
on the booze as well.
I was absolutely fucking wankered. The kids are coming up to me.
Marshall,
shut up, boys.
No. Burn a cannon. Let fire with one of your banter lines.
Sort of sounded like you almost went for the Flintstones theme tune there. Anyway, so they didn't like any of the food, right?
Yeah.
And so they had breadsticks. So I'm getting them to eat breadsticks, right?
Bleak thought. You're the biggest game of football of the year, and you're going, just have a fucking
breadstick. No, because they didn't want any. They didn't want any.
Have a breadstick. Theo, eat one of them.
No,
they're nutritious, boy.
They didn't want any of the food.
But that
was.
Say, by the way, corporate like that side of football. I'm like, it's not changed. Just give everyone pie and mash.
I know, and also just have a bucket of chicken nuggets and chips. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, so the boys don't eat anything apart from like 7 breadsticks a piece, right?
Yeah.
So then the game finishes. They had some
long game.
They had some after party stuff going on, or drinks, all like rap drink. I just said, the boys go, we want to go back to the hotel. Go back to the hotel. at this point, the boys, since we've got up, we got the boys breakfast at Gatwick.
Yeah.
Then they've had 7 breadsticks, right? So now I'm starting to get a bit nervous at how much these boys have eaten.
Rom, it's Lisa. Have the boys eaten?
I really don't like. You always go to that voice when you're impersonating Lisa.
No, why? Because it's my woman voice for Lisa.
Why? Lisa doesn't.
I know she. Yeah, she showed me Lisa's voice. No.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's not that far away.
Rom, I can't do a Lisa impersonation.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Can you do a cat impersonation?
Cat. Well, she's a bit more like that, I guess. She's a bit more. I don't know. No, I can't. Not without really offending the woman I love most in the world. Anyhow, she calls and she's like, "Have you fed the boys?"
No. Lisa's very chilled out about that.
She's a chill. By the way, I can tell you this: when I saw her, I was like, "Wow, you're so chilled."
Yeah. So Lisa's very relaxed.
Yeah.
She's not even asking me what the boys have eaten. She's just like, she's not.
You got this. I mean, or does she know that they've just had some breadsticks?
I know.
Essentially, been.
I get back to the hotel. I say, "Don't worry, boys. I'll get you some room service." I phone up room service, closed.
What? Can I say? There was a time you stayed in a hotel, the room service is 24/7.
No.
Those days are gone.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't get
Some
it.
hotels you go to, 10 o'clock finish.
Can I just say, what happened to the night chef? Do you know what I mean? That's a job there for someone.
It's a fucking joke, mate.
And by the way, all anyone wants for room service after 10 o'clock is deep fried shit.
Yeah, deep fried shit and
Pizza,
a brass. That's all you want late night.
Oh my God. Such a bleak Russell Brand like you with your boys at the football. All right, I know you've lost your game, boys, but I've got a little treat. Meet Alana. Oh, Dad, this is tragic. Shush for you.
So,
she's just going to sit in the corner and brush my hair.
No room service.
Yeah.
I say to the boys,
oh my God. At their age as well.
Yeah.
Nutrition is important.
They go, "Don't worry, Dad. We'll just have some crisps and go to sleep." So now I've got.
By the way, both the spirits had dropped, right?
Yeah,
especially Alex.
The
biggest, yeah.
So they've watched
biggest game of their lives.
They've watched Arsenal lose.
Yeah.
Biggest game of their lives. Breakfast, 7 breadsticks, bag of crisps.
I mean, yeah.
The next morning,
yeah,
I wake up and I think this is unacceptable.
Yeah. By the way, and I might be wrong in assuming this. Knowing you, like I think you've had a few beers in you.
I'd like 2 beers.
You've had 2 beers in you. I know your anxiety and I know how your neurosis is. I don't think you'd have slept much just on the basis, not even losing the game, but the thought of your boys not eating and that level of...
It fucked me up.
I can imagine. The neurosis of how your mind works is like, I'm not a very good dad.
Can I get... Mate!
This isn't good fathering.
I text Lisa the words. I've got my phone up. I text Lisa the words, "I don't think I'm a very good dad."
Even though you've literally given your boys an experience they'll remember for the rest of their lives. They'll literally turn around to their kids and go, "I remember we went to the Champions League final with Dad. It was an amazing day. Yeah, we lost, but what a game."
So the next morning, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want my boys to be hungry.
Yeah.
They've had a bad eating day yesterday.
Yeah.
So I just want to treat them.
Yeah.
They're asleep. They're absolutely knackered because they had such a monster day.
Yeah.
I go onto Deliveroo.
Yeah.
There's no Deliveroo in Budapest. I go into Uber Eats. There's no Uber Eats in Budapest.
Well, room service is still closed.
Room service is not. Basically, I looked at room service. It's not.
By the way, European breakfast can eat my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a weird way of phrasing it, but I agree with the sentiment. I end up downloading a Hungarian delivery app.
Oh, yeah.
And then Alex loves McDonald's.
Yeah.
I order about 3 tons of McDonald's, right?
Wow.
The boys are still asleep.
Yeah.
I go downstairs, wait for the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Come upstairs, open the door. Boys, got you some McDonald's. The look on their faces, it was like, when Frodo's sitting on the bed at the end of Lord of the Rings and Gandalf walks in.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. What a moment.
It felt incredible.
What a moment. Sat there, by the way, bed picnic.
Yeah, bed picnic. We all had a big bed picnic.
You can't beat a bed picnic.
Luckily, really fancying a McPlant. Unfortunately, there are no vegetable burgers in Hungarian McDonald's.
Did Alana eat?
Alana ate what she was given, which was whatever fries fell off the bed.
What did you eat then if you got that?
I just had a portion of fries. Tragic, isn't it? Sad.
Yeah, but you know what? Your boys ate well.
Loved it.
I had a thing with We had a screening of this thing I'd done, Ladies First, and I
watched it, by the way. Watched it on the plane on the way back from Budapest.
Okay.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank
you. Do you know what? It's still a novelty to me that my friend's in films.
Well, yeah, I mean a little bit.
What do you mean? You're his brother.
Yeah, his brother-in-law. I mean, that's how much we know.
His brother-in-law. Sorry, his brother-in-law that you had an accident or something. That's why you like that in the film, right?
Yeah, which is raising my eyebrows.
Yeah.
But we went to the premiere screening of this, and no one was around to go with me. So Lou from Off the Curb, lovely Lou, stepped in. She was like, Lou was like, "I'll come. I'll give you." I get very nervous, social anxiety about these things.
Yeah,
like I find them very. The pictures and all the it's not my vibe. So Lou comes along, as is Amanda.
And what's she mainly doing to make sure you don't do the Tyson Fury thing?
You know that 3 fucking guys joked about that, because obviously that's become a thing that we've talked about. 3 of the camera guys. So we go along, and Amanda Emery, lovely Amanda, comes as well. So and Jim came along to watch.
Jim,
yeah. They gave me tickets, and I was like, "I've got a ticket. Do you want to come and watch this, Jim?" And Jim was like, "Yeah." And yeah.
Why have you become such good mates? Like, you've got to play golf with Jim.
Because why wouldn't you be good friends with Jim?
Yeah, I like Jim, but I've never socialised with him.
Well, this is me. I socialise. I'm sniffing about John at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that's how lonely I am.
Well, what a big.
No, I don't mean like that, but I'm lonely.
Yeah, okay, all right, cool.
I mean, I was like literally, Anyway, Lou. So we're there, and there's a guy, and he had sort of like hors d'oeuvres or whatever you call them, and he had these prawn ones, and he's carrying them around at bum height. So he's sort of carrying them around quite low, and he's walking past people's houses with these prawns. And Lou picked one up and had one, and I said, "Geez, Lou, like you." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look where he's holding the tray." And then
what do you think's happening out of people's asses?
Farts. If someone farts on prawns, you're up for it, mate. You know, I just think it's an insane farts, coughs. Do you know what I mean? I doubt there's more smelly gases down there.
No, okay, fair enough.
Right, and
actually, do you know what? I
it's
picked
an insane thing to carry a tray. Not like that's why they carry them like that usually.
Yeah, okay.
He's like that. He's just holding them like that. And poor Lou was just, oh my God, I didn't think about that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah. I mean, I said, that's a belly bomb. You don't know what's going to happen there. That could come back to you, haunt you. So poor Lou was, she was quite worried about it. So, but I'm like, they were weird little.
Is that the end of the story?
Yeah. She was fine, by the way.
That's the story about you going to see Ladies First, is that they were carrying the little vol-au-vents at arse height.
Oh, look, I mean, look, the film was good. I think it's a good film. It's a fun thing. Rosamund Pike, by the way, absolute legend.
Rosamund Pike's incredible, right?
She's amazing. Can I say, chatting about you, your name was 2 or 3 conversations about you while I was there.
With Rosamund Pike?
One with Rosamund Pike, yeah.
Who were the
Lovely
others?
Rosamund. One was with Gabby Roslin.
Right.
And the other one, I can't remember who I was talking to, but Gabby, I think it was someone who overheard me and Gabby Roslin talking about how amazing you are. Can I just say, if you want a hype man, if I go to things, I often speak about how much I adore you and what an incredible person you are.
Well, I've heard you on a couple of interviews recently. Really nice. Really nice.
Because that's what I believe. I've got to this point in my
try
life.
not to mention you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it doesn't bother me.
What do you mean, yeah, you know?
I don't need that. I don't need you to. I feel like you have to do that. I get asked about you quite a lot, and when people ask me, I tell them what exactly.
Yeah, I know. You created a news story about traitors. Yeah. Was that for the King's Trust?
Yeah.
How's that going with the King's Trust?
Good. I had to do stand up in front of.
I saw you giving Ant and Dec a bit of. Was that? That
was terrifying. I had to follow the king.
Bullard banner.
I kept on getting pushed bumps back in the order, and finally they said, "All right, we're coming to the end of the night, but we still want you to go on." So the king's going to say a few words, and then we'll just bring you on to do your stand-up. Because
you're following the king
at his essentially the 50th birthday of the King's Trust, and also, by the way, not doing my material. It was material I'd written with shout out Dan Beckett. We'd written this bit, a 5-minute set for this event. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is number one, you've got to try and remember it all, and number two, you're then in a scenario where you follow it. Like essentially, the king speaks and the night's over, and then we're just going to squeeze you between the king and then
carriages.
Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood and Jules Holland are going to do a medley of songs, and I was like, this feels like such an anticlimax for everyone.
Did it go right?
It went okay, yeah. I mean, what was your
opener?
the antidote bit about Jimmy Bullard.
Oh yeah.
And then I likened the King's Trust to what the King's Trust has achieved and what I've achieved. We're very self-deprecating. I mean, I had a few other jokes that have not been able to make the cut. I'll show you them one day if you want to see them.
Yeah, I'd love. Yeah, I guess a private session is what is that what you're getting at?
Or we could just go around your house and show that you and the boys.
Yeah, cool.
It's very cool though. It's a very cool thing to do.
Yeah,
it's good. Well, do you know actually? We had a lad who did the first year we did the course, who joined the course and was kind of lost in the world and quite lost and hadn't done very well at school and didn't really know what he wanted to do. And we spent a year mentoring him, and he's now just got us, like, he's doing a master's in screenwriting, and he's had some poems published. It's quite. Yeah. I found that quite humbling.
It just shows you how easy it actually is, doesn't it? Okay, no, that's really amazing. I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't expect you to be. Yeah, I don't.
No, that's a really amazing story.
I mean,
and you're doing, and in all seriousness, you're doing great work.
Yeah,
really great work.
Yeah.
So well done. Can you do a closer, please?
Of course. Poo sticks. Break off a couple of branches of the same tree and throw them in a river. Let the river take them upon its waves, upon its current as they're blasted away, under bridges, under cousin trees, till they hit the sea, the turbulent sea, where they're tossed left and right. One twig goes one way, the other twig goes another. One finds itself on foreign shores, Calais maybe. The other one finds itself in the banks of the Tyne, in Newcastle. Alas, alas, these twigs, will they see each other again? I just realised this is Stick Man.
Are these sticks immigrants?
No. Both sticks just land on a beach. One makes a friend with a cat crab, the other with a other thing that you find on a beach on a bag of crisps. But often they miss each other. The trouble about things is, and life is, sometimes you get pulled away from the thing you love the most. And sometimes you build a life around it. One becomes a mast in a sandcastle. The other one becomes a scratchy stick for an old man called Clive Tulsa. Both of them often think of each other. Will I see him again? Then a big storm comes, and some wind picks up the stick from the sandcastle and blows it across the English Channel. It catches the wind and spirals all the way to Newcastle, where the old man scratching his back is like, I've got an itchy leg too. I wish I could find another stick. And as he looks down, he sees this other stick. He picks it up and starts scratching his leg. And then he puts the two sticks down upon his table as he goes to bed. One stick looks at the other stick and goes, we meet again, old friend. And the truth about life is sometimes you can be pulled away from the things you love the most. But if you're truly meant to be together, you'll come back to each other.
So this man, he has specialist sticks, so he won't ever use the one on his back for his leg.
No, because obviously, you don't use this. Yeah, I mean, he could. No, he's doing it at the same time. He can't. Do it.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, as I started doing it, I realised it was the whole basis of Stickman.
Stickman's quite really sad, isn't it? Anyway,
no spoilers. It's a happy ending.
Yeah, happy ending. Yeah.
And actually, he goes on a life mission.
Yeah,
and he gets to meet Santa Claus.
Have you seen the sequel? Is that Forest Fire? Anyway, thank you so much for watching and listening to the Wolf and Owl podcast. The next time we see you will be the email special, wolfowlpod@gmail.com if you'd like to contribute. Bye!
Thanks, friends.